Huge news 2023 F1 driver transfer. At least 4 F1 2023 driver lineups are still in the air, signalling the start of the silly season. Here is a complete list of the contracts in effect, including Pierre Gasly's transfer to Alpine and the addition of Nyck de Vries to the grid. Welcome back everyone. In this video we will be telling you about F1 driver transfers. Hit the bell icon to keep yourself updated with the latest content. With Alpine's announcement that Pierre Gasly will leave AlphaTauri and join them, replacing him at the Red Bull sister team with Nyck de Vries, the 2023 Formula 1 driver lineup appears to be nearly complete. Williams and Haas only have 2 slots for any driver wanting to enter the F1 grid next year. If Logan Sargent, a young American racer, can finish high enough in this year's F2 championship to get a super license, Williams is interested in hiring him. Antonio Giovinazzi is vying to join Haas in the F1 comeback, as Mick Schumacher's future with the team is uncertain. Sebastian Vettel's announcement of his retirement and Fernando Alonso's signing with Aston Martin as his replacement have caused this season to be one of the most exciting driver transitions. Oscar Piastri later denied Alpine's claims that he would compete for the team the next season, and later disclosed that he had signed a contract with McLaren to take Daniel Ricciardo's place. While the drama in the middle of the field played out, there remained stability up front, where the top 3 teams will remain in 2023 with the same lineup. Even though seats on the Formula 1 grid for the upcoming season have not yet been determined, there is a reason that season is known as the silly season. The complete list of confirmed drivers and open spots for the upcoming season is provided below. Alfa Romeo has had a far better season than in 2021 overall, already scoring more points this season. Since joining the team from Mercedes, Valtteri Bottas has assumed a leadership position and will stick around for at least another 2 years. Let's discuss the F1 driver lineup for AlphaTauri in 2023. Red Bull decided to keep Sergio Perez on early in the season, which gave Pierre Gasly little chance of joining the squad again. After that, he extended his contract with AlphaTauri through 2023, which appeared to put his future in stone. Until the Alpine fireworks, Alonso and Piastri both turned their backs on the second seat. The team was willing to release Gasly if it could sign Colton Herta from their IndyCar series when he unexpectedly entered the runnings for the Alpine position. Nevertheless, despite winning several races and participating in F1 testing for McLaren, the American is not eligible for a super license. Nyck de Vries comes on. The winner of Formula E last year's championship gained popularity after his point-winning effort at Monza, while filling in for Alex Albon at Williams. AlphaTauri has now released Gasly and signed the young Dutchman for 2023 due to his availability. Yuki Tsunoda, who extended his contract by 1 year following the Italian Grand Prix, will be a team member for the 3rd consecutive season. Let's discuss the lineup of Alpine F1 drivers for 2023. After an unexpectedly tricky process to fill the factory seats, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon will create an all-French lineup at Alpine. Fernando Alonso declined to extend his contract with the team in favour of a longer-term deal at Aston Martin, so Alpine turned to Oscar Piastri and an up-and-coming reserve driver. The latter has been vying for an F1 seat since winning the Formula 3 and Formula 2 championships back-to-back seasons. Alpine announced a deal for 2023, but this was firmly rejected by Piastri as a replacement for the underwhelming Daniel Ricciardo. The Australian and his fellow countryman manager Mark Webber orchestrated a switch to McLaren. Let's discuss the Aston Martin F1 driver lineup for 2023. Next year, Aston Martin will replace one multiple world champion with another after confirming their hiring of Fernando Alonso to take Sebastian Vettel's place. The multi-year arrangement, the 2005 and 2006 Formula 1 champion, agreed to the day after the Hungarian Grand Prix was announced, will let him continue racing for the team well into his 40s. When Vettel announced his retirement the Thursday before the Hungarian race, Aston Martin was eager to congratulate him, noting that he had laid the groundwork for future success. Has Alonso finally executed a move at the ideal moment to benefit Vettel's efforts? The The team has undoubtedly received a lot of investment, including a new factory. However, the decision shut the door on other candidates, notably Nico Hülkenberg, the reserve driver for Aston Martin. It's been established for some time that Lance Stroll will continue competing for his father's team as Alonso's teammate. Let's discuss the list of Ferrari F1 drivers for 2023. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz have established a strong driver relationship for Ferrari that will last for many seasons. Since joining Ferrari, Leclerc has demonstrated his ability to win championships, but Sainz has had more uneven results. However, driving exceptionally well in 2021, the Spaniard has had trouble with the challenging F175 that Ferrari developed for this year. Let's discuss the driver lineup for Haas in 2023. Nikita Mazepin was let go by Haas, while Kevin Magnussen was allowed to return to Formula 1 after a season away. Mick Schumacher, who had an impressive rookie season by out-qualifying his teammate at all but 2 races, was given a multi-year contract to drive with Magnussen. However, the German had a terrible start to the year as he had 0 points at one point compared to Magnussen's 15. But Schumacher started turning things around at the British Grand Prix, battling with Max Verstappen to finish 8th, then scoring a 6th the following week in Austria. Let's discuss the driver lineup for McLaren in 2023. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, just a hair older than Fernando Alonso, will make up McLaren's 2023 driver lineup. After a contract dispute with Alpine, Oscar Piastri was confirmed as the team's second driver. At the end of this year, Daniel Ricciardo will depart McLaren early after 2 seasons of having trouble with the vehicle. He makes room for the young Piastri, who had been serving as Alpine's backup driver after capturing 3 straight championships, including the F2 title the previous year. Let's discuss the list of Mercedes F1 drivers for 2023. In 2023, Lewis Hamilton and George Russell will be under contract to drive Mercedes. Russell, who joined for this season, is under a long-term contract, whereas Hamilton's current deal expires at the end of the following year. Its hopes of successfully defending the Constructors' title are gradually fading, therefore its primary focus is on trying to return to the top for 2023. Let's discuss the lineup of Red Bull F1 drivers for 2023. Following the first world title, Max Verstappen received a 5-year contract extension, reportedly for $55 million annually, and on par with Lewis Hamilton's. Verstappen will be 30 years old when his current contract expires, but the talented Dutchman has much more life in him. Sergio Perez will be driving alongside him for at least another 2 years, as Red Bull has decided to stick with a consistent driver tandem. Let's discuss the driver lineup for Williams in 2023. Williams has officially verified one of the worst kept secrets of a season riddled with rumours about driver transfers. Nicholas Latifi will leave the team after 3 years when his contract expires at the end of the year. The truth is that the squad has been looking for replacements for a while. In previous seasons, the revenue that came with Latifi was essential. Still, now the team is owned by private investors, it has declared that it's no longer dependent on paid drivers, and is parting ways with the underachieving Canadian. If Logan Sargent, an American F2 driver, and Williams Jr. can finish high enough in the championship to earn the required super license points, he may be promoted to Formula 1. That's all for this video. We'll be back soon with another informative one. Don't forget to like and share, and we'll see you soon.